Hey, how you doing? I'm Jamie. I've got a nice gentle movement and mobility flow for us to do today. So when you're ready, just settle down and here we go. We're just going to start feet about hip width apart, just slowly swinging our arms left to right, really loose shoulders, loose arms, just tapping our bodies left and right. Keeping your knees nice and soft, hips nice and soft, relax those shoulders. And we're just spinning around, tapping our body, just relaxing into it. Feeling a little bit stressed or tense, a little tapping on your body, just a really nice way to release a little bit of tension. I'm just going to bring that hand up to the shoulder, tapping a little bit more rotation. And then we just slow it down again. And on your next breath in, we're just going to lift our elbows back, our hands back. Take a deep breath in, filling your chest up. And then as you breathe out, you're just going to fold your body up and curl it all in. Soft knees, bent knees. And then as you take that next breath in, just pulling those shoulder blades back. And then we're folding back in again. We're letting our breath dictate our movement. Deep breath in as we come up. And then a nice relaxed breath out. Trying to take all our breaths through our nose. Trying to really open our chest and pull those shoulder blades back with each breath we take. And then just let all that air out as you come back in. Soft ankles, soft knees. And on that next exhale, we're going to go all the way down to the floor, sweeping the floor with our fingertips, and then we're sucking the air back up as we come up, and then just letting all the air go down. Just let your body drop down, and we'll come back up again. Nice big deep breaths as we take the air in, and then just let all that air go out as you go down to the floor again. Sucking it up, and then just letting it all out. And then our next exhale, we're just going to hang down there. Just let your body hang. You might want to sway from left to right a little bit. Just feel all that tension coming up the backs of your legs, up and over your glutes, through your back, all the way down to your fingertips. And then from there, we're just going to bend at the knees, all the way down, so we're on the balls of our feet. Just take a little bit of a wider stance, depending on your flexibility. And we're just going to shift our weight to the ball of our one foot, and then onto the ball of the other foot. Breath in, and let it out. Getting our hips warmed up a little bit, the movement in our toes. Again, if you need to be up here a bit higher, if you're not quite as flexible, no right or wrong way to do this, whatever your body wants to do. And then we're going to just tip that knee down to the floor, trying to push this other knee out a little bit, and then we're going to this side. Again, we're going backwards and forwards, trying to push that knee out, getting our hips working a little bit. And if we're feeling it, we might want to just lift that hand up to the sky as we go around, depending how flexible you're feeling today. Whatever's good for you. Just getting a bit of movement through our bodies. We'll do a couple more of those. And then on that next movement, we're just going to straighten that one leg out on the ball of this foot, toes pointing up to the sky, and then we just shift our weight to the other side. Lift those toes up and back. Same thing, nice easy movements. As that toes come back, you might want to roll that foot out a little bit, feel a bit of a stretch the inside of your leg there, and we'll come back again, rolling those toes out, feeling that stretch. Trying to stay nice and low if we can. And then on that next slide across, we're going to keep both feet flat on the floor. Whether we're up here or a little bit lower, whatever's good for you. Stretching out all the weights on this bent leg, straight legs, and then again, that stretch up your inner thigh. Then we're just going backwards and forwards. Really working those hips. Feeling your lower back releasing. And then again, as we come around, we're just going to drop that one back knee on the floor. Straighten up a little bit. Then we're just going to lean forward, all the way forward as far as that knee will go. I'm just going to move that knee around a little bit. Get a bit of movement, get our ankles, our Achilles moving. Trying to push that knee out a little bit as well. Feel it on our hip. And then we'll come backwards all the way. Straighten that leg out. And then we'll go forward again, pushing it forward, feeling a stretch there as well. And we'll bring it back again. Pulling those toes back if you want to feel a little bit more of a stretch. And we'll push it forward. Whenever we can be in a position where our knees are behind our hips, it's a great position to be in, because we spend so much of our time sat at a desk, sat at the table, sat behind the wheel of a car. We've always got our knees in front of us. So any opportunity to get our knees behind our hips, really good for our body. And we'll just do a couple more, really feeling that now. Body's starting to move into it a little bit better. And we'll come back again. And then we just take this knee back in, bring the other foot up, and we do the same again. We push that forward, move that knee around a little bit. And then we'll sit back into it. Again, pulling those toes back. And then we'll go forward again. Again, we're pushing that knee out. We can feel all that hip area there. Challenging that to come out a little bit. And then we'll push it down again. And we'll do one more, we'll go forward again. And then we're just going to switch legs again. We'll just take that one back. Bring this other knee forward. And then we're just going to push it forward. And then we just put both our hands on the ground as we lift that back leg up. Straighten that back leg up nice and straight. And then we're going to plant one hand down on the ground. That other hand's going to go all the way up to the ceiling. Really stretching it up. And then this one comes down. And then we're same again. Stretch that one right the way up. Looking up at that top hand. Feeling that nice stretch across your lower back, into your hips, all into this area again. And we're going to put both hands back on the floor to lift ourselves up there. We can either drop that knee back onto the floor, or we can keep that knee back up off the ground. And we're just going to lift ourselves up, straighten ourselves up there. Really feel that. That feels really good. And then we just slowly lower that knee back to the floor. Both hands down. Just put that both legs back. And we just drop our hips forward a little bit. just to release our lower back just a little bit. Looking up to the sky there. You might want to just sway left and right a little bit. Again, we feel it in our lower back, also feel it in our hips there. And then we bring our other knee forward. Again, pushing that knee forward. And then we've got both hands on the floor as we lift that back leg up off the floor, keeping one hand down, the other hand's going all the way up, straight up, and we're looking up at that hand, feeling that nice opening up of our body there. Then we'll bring this one down, and we'll take the other one up. And then again, we do the same again. We can either lower that knee to the floor, or we can keep that knee up as we come up onto that front knee, and then we just lift it up, straight up there. And then we just slowly sink that back knee down to the floor, bring it back down again, and then we'll just push it back into that child's pose, just driving our shoulders down to the floor. And then from there, we'll come forward, pushing those hips to the floor. And then once again, we're going to look over that right shoulder. We're going to roll around and look over that left shoulder. We're just going from left to right, feeling your lower back, feeling those hip flexors. And then we just come up on our toes, lifting our hips all the way up, driving our heels down into the floor now, as we just do a slow march, pushing our heels down, left to right as we go. And then we'll do one more, and then we're just going to come forward, pushing our hips down, and then we're going to go as far as we can go, and then we're going to lift it back up again. And we're pushing down as far as we can go, and then we'll come forward again. And just resting down onto our knees, push it back into that child's pose, all the way back. And as we come forward, we're just going to bring that left knee far forward as it'll go, stretching that back leg out nice and long. And then we're just going to roll down over that front knee. So you should feel a bit of a stretch in your left glute in this position now. And then from there, we're just going to slowly roll down to our left, just so our left glute rolls onto the floor. And then from there, we're going to come over to our right, and then we're driving our right hip flexor into the floor there, really pushing that hip down into the floor. And then we're going to come back over again, pushing our left down. Really just relaxing your body into it. Keep breathing, just letting your breath dictate your pace as we just slowly move from left to right as your body gets comfortable with these moves. And then we'll come back to center, and we'll just walk our hands up onto that front leg, and we'll just straighten ourselves up a little bit. Pushing that left leg back, bringing that right knee forward again, stretching that back leg out as we just walk our hands down, rolling over that front knee. And same again, we just roll down onto that right glute. And then we'll pick it up and we'll roll over onto our left side. we'll just once again slowly left to right, letting our bodies sink a little bit further with each stretch. And then we come back to center, and then we just walk our hands up onto that front leg again, reaching up to the sky, sitting nice and tall. And then we just come around into that cross leg position. Now from this position, we're just going to straighten ourselves up, sitting nice and tall. And as we take a breath in through our noses, and then as we breathe out, we're just going to stretch all the way forward, as far forward as you can go, and just relax into that. And then with each exhale, just try and let your body relax a little bit further with each breath out. And then we'll straighten ourselves up again as we take another breath in. And then we're just going to cross our legs in the opposite direction. Because we all have a tendency to cross our legs the same way, don't we? Crossing our legs the other way feels a little bit weird. But we'll do the same again. As we breathe in, we just straighten ourselves up. Nice breath in. And then on our exhale, we just stretch out in front of us, as far as what's comfortable, stretching out in front of you. And then with each exhale, just try and let your body relax into it. Let your lower back relax. And then from there, we're going to come up again. Again, we're sitting nice and tall. You might want to just put your hands on your stomach and your chest, or just on your knees, whatever's comfortable. And we're just going to slow our breathing down a little bit now. Got the tongue resting on the roof of our mouth. Nice, slow, gentle breaths. And a soft breath in, and then a nice, long, relaxed breath out. You might want to close your eyes for this. You might want to lay down, relaxed on your back, whatever's comfortable. Closing your eyes often helps. Just takes one of your senses away. As you take that soft, gentle breath in, just notice how that cool air comes into your nose, hits the back of your throat, it fills up your body. And that long, relaxed breath out. Body starts to relax and your breath slows down. Notice how that breath makes your body feel as you start to relax. Your mind starts to wander a little bit, just bring it back to your breath. Notice your breath coming into your body. Take a soft, gentle breath in, and then a long, relaxed breath out. As you breathe out, your heart rate slows down a little bit. And as you breathe in, your heart rate speeds up a little bit. So we want to try and make our exhale slightly longer than our inhale. And our heart rate nice and low. Our heart rate's low, it's stimulating our vagus nerve, sending a signal to our brain, and then that we're safe, free of stress, in that rest and digest state. slowing our breathing down now. You can barely feel the air coming in, barely feel the air leaving. As you take your next gentle breath in, your next long, relaxed breath out, just pause your breath for 5 seconds before you take another breath in. A gentle breath in, a long, relaxed breath out. Pause for 5 seconds before you breathe in again. Then we'll just take another couple of normal breaths, and then we'll repeat that. Soft, light breath in, long, relaxed breath out. Pause for 5 seconds before you take your next breath in. Noticing your breath now as your body relaxes even further. Your breath starts to slow down. Breath starts to soften. Great way to down-regulate your system. If you're feeling a little bit anxious, if you've got an important meeting to go to. Also a great way to help you fall asleep. By slowing your breathing down, being mindful of your breath. Depending how you breathe, it takes your whole body, your whole physiology. So hopefully you have a good day and just continue breathing through your nose, and we'll see you next time.